Hey YouTube, this is Dr. Wanda. I wanted to talk with you because I'm preparing for a Saturday event and I'm planning to close out my birthday, which was February 3rd, with the distribution of 10,000 liters of water. And so as part of that effort, it is kind of aligning with what, my zodiac is, which is the Aquarian is the water bearer. So I said, I want to close out. I normally do some kind of random act of kindness, or I've usually worked with some children in school, and I've done a lot of that, and I just couldn't anchor it down. So Isaac surprisingly suggested to me, he said, you ever thought about water? That's your sign, that's your um, what you represent zodiac wise. What about distributing water? And I really was kind of uncomfortable with it. I couldn't imagine, how do you do that fairly, just pass out water? And then he explained to me that you would order a truck and that you would alert the community and the assemblyman, and that the individuals would line up, you would queue them on some level, and they could collect water. And they collect the water in buckets and all the other ways that they fetch water until there's no water left, until that truck is empty. And so I said, let me pray about it. And I did. I laid down, I waited a couple of days, and I came back to him. I said, you know what? I like it. I like it a whole lot, because I had to really remember, I had to go outside, open up my gates again, and just look at how dry Pone is. Like, it's really dry. This is Harmattan season, and it's really dry. And then I'm hearing about the cost of water and other communities of water. Now, I just bought this water pump, so my husband is out of the art of fetching water for our home, but I'm still seeing individuals fetch water. I'm looking at the cost of just to get your own tank, so that you would have some control over it. It's not easy for them. So I said, you know what? Let's do this. I would actually love that. I said, you know what? Let's do it. And if I can get people to donate, I would like to offer more than one truck. Said if we could have a truck positioned in the actual area that we live in, but what if we could have it where I actually shop, or just different strategic spots in Pone? Well, I'd gotten a few donations where people said, how much does it cost to just simply get another truck? Because I just said, whatever you want to give, that's fine, because I usually just work on a shoestring budget. Whatever comes in, I work with it, and I know that, God basically multiplies it, and I ask for his blessing. So it turns out, I'm so excited. We actually are going to do Pone as originally designed, but I'm going to do Tamale, which is about 11, 12 hours away from me. It's in the north of Ghana. I have an opportunity to help a school. The schools out there, well, first of all, they're dry. Their dams have dried up, and so people are walking really, really far to get water. So it was suggested, we was trying to figure out what would be just the perfect location, and my contact there, he said, you know what, let's do a school. Let's do one of the boarding schools. The head mistress and the administrative team there can assist us, and let's get these young people some water, because it'll actually take a lot of strain and struggle off of them. I love that. I said, okay, it's done. So the other spot is my husband's village, Lilonia. He said, let's do Lilonia, and he wants us to go out there. I would really actually like to work with a contact, so that on Saturday, Pone, Tamale, Lilonia are all getting water in celebration of my 55th year on this earth. I just think that's so amazing. Water is such a gift. It is an amazing gift of life. And so I want to appeal to my listeners. If this is a project that you would be interested in, it costs about $40, $50 if you want to, which is like 300 Ghana, to get a whole truck, to get 10,000 liters. But if you just want to do, I got 5 on it. If you just want to say, I will give you some twos and fews and this and that, I would love it if this project sort of evokes something in you. I would love it if you would contribute. I rarely come to my listeners and ask for anything, because I really always feel very much taken care of by the Father. I feel like Jehovah has a hell of an anointing on my life, and normally what's for me is for me, and I do my shoestring budgeting and it all falls in place. But this time I'd like to appeal to some other people, just because it's such a sweet project, and if I can do another area on that day, I would like to do it. And I know some people that live in some other areas where it's just dry, where the water is dry, and I see terrible things that people do when they don't have water. And one of them is going into dirty water, so settled water, and trying to get the top of it. I witnessed that when I was out in Lilonia, and I hated it. I hated that they were trying to manage dirty water, drink from the top out of some of these lagoons. Um, and then just basic things become a challenge. Bathing, cooking, all of these things become a massive challenge. And if you can't pay for the for the tank, my husband and I, we pay for the tank each month, then you suffer. And it's a different type of suffering when you're suffering for water. So for um, one day, which will actually lead into other days, because we're going to have this reservoir filled up over here by our community, we would give these lovely people, these elders, these children, a little bit of relief. So it made me think of this quote. It says, once you carry your own water, you will see the value of every step. I've had the blessing of carrying my own water. I've had the blessing of helping others carry water, and I'm asking you to participate in blessing others in carrying their water. I'm Dr. Wanda, and I'm signing out.